Tasiki versus Marsh and Tommy versus Biggie. Do you think that Tasiki went too far by fighting her sister's friend Marsh yet again? And what do you think about Biggie confronting Tommy over her not showing up to rehearsals and her tardiness? Do you think she went too far? Or do you think she was just checking her friend and letting her know? You better believe we're going to talk about it. Let's get What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. I'm your host, Damien Gentry. You're watching the official Baddies USA After Show, and you're only gonna get it right here. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for showing up, supporting me. I really appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. You're getting a supersized episode this week. We got a lot to talk about in this episode, so it might be a little longer than normal. But I know y'all like these long episodes, so hey, consider it a gift, right? So before we begin, you already know the gist. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you've been watching me and you have never subscribed, what are you doing, boo? Click that subscribe button. And maybe you're new here. If you're new and you've never watched us before, thank you. Welcome to the squad, boo. Click that subscribe button. Okay, baby? Okay, baby. Click that thumbs up button as well and like this video. I really, truly appreciate that. That helps me get in the algorithm. Okay, two things that you could help me get in the algorithm. Click that thumbs up button and click that hype button. All right, there's a hype button down there. HYPE. Four letters, hype. That is YouTube's new feature that helps smaller creators get discovered. And we're at 10,000 subscribers. I thank you guys so much for that. But I'm technically still a smaller creator, and I'm trying to get up there in the big leagues, baby. Okay, we trying to get into the big leagues. Listen, I want to do memberships. I want to do Patreon. I want to do merch. I want to do the whole nine yards. Shit, maybe one day we can take this mother show on the road. You feel me? You feel me? I would love to come to y'all city and we all, we kick it. We drink. We smoke a little something, something. Yeah, but I can't do it without you. So thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, um, hit the hype button, phone a friend, tell a friend. Get in the comment section. Leave me your thoughts and opinions on episode 7. Family Matters is the name of this episode. We've got a lot to talk about in this episode because a lot happened. A lot happened in this episode that we got to discuss, baby. Let me take a drag before we begin. Whether you're at work, as I know some of y'all watch me at work, whether you're at home, wherever you are, get nestled in. Let's get into this. Let's get into this tea. Okay. The episode begins with, of course, where we picked up from last week, which is Tasiki and Marsh. Tasiki and Marsh. All right. Marsh is really only there because of Tasiki's sister Krishan, and she's only really fighting on behalf of her sister Krishan, and because she has intertwined herself in between these two sisters' drama. Right, so these two girls are fighting because we remember last as Marsh was on the stage, sitting on the stage. Tasiki approached Marsh at that stage, and Marsh her gut reaction was to kind of jump off the stage at Tasiki because she felt like Tasiki was coming at her, about to attack her. And I felt that energy too. I felt like Latifah was about to step to her and drag her off that stage and whoop her ass. But Marsh did make the first move. Well, I mean, if you want to say that Tasiki made the first move by approaching her, you can. But Marsh made the initial. I think like she jumped off the stage at her. So they're fighting now. Tasiki was taking Marsh through there for a minute. Okay? Tasiki was taking her through there for a hot minute. But then Tasiki fell to the ground, and Marsh had the upper hand and the advantage and was kicking Tasiki in the head. Now, I don't think she kicked her a lot, but she did get a lick or two in because Tasiki, her mouth is bleeding at one point. We see her smile and her teeth are red. So she got a lick in. She got her in the mouth, in the face when she had her on the ground and kicked her. Now, this shit, listen, let me tell you, when I see these girls fighting on this show, I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a Dateline episode that I saw where these two girls jumped this one girl because the one girl was sleeping with one of the girls' boyfriends. So the two girls jumped this one girl, and they think they just beat her ass, and they think it's all fun and games and it's cute. And then the next day, the law shows up to the girl's house. Not. Was you fighting this girl? Yeah, I was fighting her. She was fucking my man. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I need you to turn around because you're under arrest for first degree unaliving. And y'all know what the real word I want to say is, but YouTube triggers that word. Red rum. You're under arrest for first degree red rum. See, it's all fun and games. Y'all be out here fighting in the streets, fighting on these shows, but it only takes one blow, one hit, internal bleeding, whatever, before somebody's in the ICU and they are no longer here. And now you in prison. Okay, that's why like this shit's entertainment and it's fun, but it's gonna go too far one day. If it don't happen on Zeus, it's gonna happen on Now That's TV. It's gonna happen on both of them if they don't get some rules, regulations, and a legal system in place with these shows. Okay, I said it here first. Now, Krishan tells Tasiki after Tasiki fights Marsh, Krishan tells her that she's a hater. She tells Tasiki that she's a hater for fighting Marsh. Krishan doesn't like that Tasiki fought Marsh. And, Tasiki is chiming back at Krishan and she's saying that Krishan is trash. She says that Krishan has no home, which is a fact. Krishan does not have a home. We know that. If you've been following the blogs lately, if you've been following the social media, you'll know that Krishan has been living with Miss Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and her man, Mello. They call him Mello. I can't think of his last name. Y'all know he had that one little song. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? They call him. Is it Mello? Or is it Jello or Mello? Shit, I don't know. The light skinned dude, light skin, fluorescent beige. He like damn near lighter than me. Uh, the one y'all know who I'm talking about. Miss Nikki Baby was with him. He cheated on her. Had a whole side chick. Was parading her around and everything. Miss Nikki Baby got back together with this man because she's got kids with him. Well, now Krishan has moved in with them. Krishan has moved in with them. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa. Listen, we said it. We're going to talk about that a little bit more of that later. Krishan and her downfall and her fall from grace. Now, I want to say, I talked last week. I expressed how I do not like Fauna's blonde wig, and I think I saw a comment where one of y'all said that y'all did like the wig, and hey, that's okay. To each their own. But this week we saw in Fauna's confessional, she had the long black hair with the black bangs. I feel like that suits her so much better. Like like she looks so much prettier when she has black hair. And I don't even think the blonde hair would be so bad on her. It was that style. I think maybe that blonde wig would have looked better on her if it wasn't styled. Like it was like a half. It was like half of her. Most of her hair was pulled over. It was like a side swoop. And with it being a blonde wig, like you got to be careful with blonde wigs because blonde already looks cheap enough. So you got to do it right, or it looks just cheap tacky. But I really think Fauna looked really pretty in this week's confessional. Let me tell you, the girls this week, they killed the confessionals. They did that when it came to the confessionals. I have to give them their credit. I didn't have one girl this week that I looked at and thought, what the fuck? Was she tripping acid when she wore that? I didn't have one single girl that I thought that about. Okay, now, I want this whole Krishan versus Tasiki with Marsh in the middle of it all. Mariah Lynn, I want you at the reunion to make sure that you keep the same exact energy that you have in these confessionals when you want to be Miss Thug. Okay? In Mariah's confessional, she's got a little bit of energy for Krishan. Saying, how do you let your friend fight your sister? And it's like, girl, shut up and fall back. This has nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. Like, and my thing is, like, I would have a problem with Mariah expressing her opinion or her confessions in her confessional if she would have this same energy smoke in Krishan's face. But she wouldn't say this in Krishan's face. She would be just like Anna Mac does and kiss Krishan's ass and giggle and hee hee ha ha ha, try to get her way out of any little situation. But when they in that confessional seat and it's just them and a producer, they be just bumping at the gums. Now, meanwhile, Marsh is not paying attention and Tasiki sneaks her when she's not looking. Now listen, I don't like Marsh. I don't really care for her to be there, but I was low key hoping that she was going to shock us all and give Tasiki the business. I'm going to be real with y'all. I just don't understand. Like, it feels like Tasiki is untouchable, or not even untouchable. I want to see somebody that can, like, go toe to toe with Tasiki. I want to see Tasiki have to sweat a little bit. She can't be the greatest fighter alive out there. She can't be the greatest female fighter alive out there. Come on now. Come on. I know that ain't the case. Um, Now, meanwhile, this whole Krishan versus Tasiki is like a roller coaster with Krishan because one minute she's yelling at Tasiki and calling her a hater and all these other things. Now she's done a 180 and she's grabbing Tasiki saying, "We're sisters. We're sisters. You know I love you, bro. You know," she's shaking Tasiki. "You know I love you, bro. We're sisters. You know I loved you." It's like, well, what changed from 5 minutes ago when you were calling her a hater and y'all were cussing at each other and y'all were fighting? But now you love her and your sisters and you don't want to fight. It's just like, oh my God, these two. Exhausting. It's exhausting to watch. I couldn't imagine being there. Um, like, and you get to the point to where I'm thinking, like, is Krishan acting? What is going on? Because she starts crying. She's literally screaming, "I love you, bro!" Like, tears run down her face. Face is red. She's like, Tasiki's trying to get away from her. Tasiki's wearing like a wife beater tank top, like this one I've got on, and Krishan like is pulling it. She literally rips it off to where Tasiki's boobs are out, and Tasiki's like having to hold her tits up, and it's just like, what is going on? Like the mental health of it all. Krishan, you do not need to be on Baddies. You need to go to therapy, baby girl. Zeus, y'all need to offer these girls some therapy. Y'all need to offer these girls some therapy because the elevator don't go all the way up to the top, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know why getting behind the mic makes me so fucking thirsty. Now, Krishan goes from calling Tasiki a hater to grabbing her and saying, "We're sisters, bro. We're sisters." Da, da, da. Then she, then she says, now she starts saying, "Oh, you just want clout." When Tasiki's like not having it, Tasiki's not feeling what Krishan's trying to sell to her. Now Krishan's like, "Oh, you just want clout. It's not worth fighting your sister. You just want clout off me, and it's not worth fighting your sister." Then she goes to grab Tasiki. Tasiki's still pushing her away, like, "Get away from me." Like, I feel Tasiki in this moment because she's upset and she like, "I just want to be done. Like, just go away, let me calm down. We can talk later." But Krishan is just keeps going, and she literally grabs Tasiki and like squeezes her and hugs her and won't let her go. And it's like, "I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro?" And God, Tasiki doesn't seem to be feeling it. I don't know about y'all, but she was not feeling that at all. Like. I don't really blame her because, like, if I'm mad in the moment, like, please don't try to hug me. Please don't try to hug me. I'm just like, I don't know. It felt a bit awkward for me as a viewer. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just sitting there like, okay. Um, Now Tasiki says that what Krishan is doing in this moment is fake. They're both accusing each other of being fake, being haters, doing it for clout, blah, 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 blah. Um, which it did seem like much. Krishan, I'm gonna be real, boo. It seemed like a lot you was doing. You and your sister both have been doing a lot this season. I don't know if it's because y'all need to secure another season. I don't know. Like, is this real? I don't know. What do y'all think? Give me y'all's opinions on what you think about this whole Krishan versus Tasiki situation. Are you interested in this storyline? Do you feel like it's fake and it's forced? Do you think there's really some deep rooted issues here between these sisters and there's something bigger here that they're not really talking about on camera? Do you think this has to do with obviously the root of it has to do with the allegations that Krishan said a few seasons ago against her sister? Obviously, but is there more there that we're not getting? I don't know. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Chime in the comment section, okay? Now, did y'all peep how Krishan does not like Anna Mac? Mm-hmm. You heard that right. If you watched this week's episode, one thing was crystal clear, and that was that Krishan does not like Anna Mac, which makes me like Krishan even more. Okay? Because Krishan tells Tasiki, how would you like it if I started fighting one of your friends like Anna right now? And Tasiki's like, well, Anna doesn't get in our shit like your friend Marsh does. And I'm thinking, that's a lie. Anna's been in between y'all's crap before. She has. She's chimed in. She's put her 2 cents in. She's done her confessional gangster shit. Now, Krishan said when Tasiki says that Anna doesn't get in their mess, Krishan checks her and she says Anna's always in the background of something, running her mouth. She's always on Instagram Live, running her mouth, in a video, running her mouth, doing something, running her motherfucking mouth. I'm like, thank you. Now we said it. Now someone's finally addressing the motherfucking elephant in the goddamn room. And then Krishan says, where's Anna at? And I said, oh shit, bitch. Just when I thought we were going to get some justice. Just when I thought we were going to get some justice. Krishan says, where's Anna at? You can't even find her. She ain't nowhere to be found. Where's Anna? That's what Krishan says. And then she screams, Anna! And I'm like, bring her out, bring her out, bring her out. So we see Anna kind of come out from behind backstage. And Krishan looks at her and she says, you talk a lot of shit. Now, what does Anna do? If you didn't watch this week's episode, I want you guys to take a guess as to what Anna did when Krishan looked at her out of nowhere and said, you talk a lot of shit. Remember, this is the same girl that smacked DJ Scott in the face last week for damn near nothing. Damn near nothing for talking shit online. Now you got a girl talking shit to her in her face. Guess what she does? She giggles and she says, yeah, I do talk a lot of shit. I do talk a lot of shit. No. No, bitch. No, Miss Mac. Miss Whack. Do her like you did DJ Sky. Anna, where's the smoke that you just had last week? Do Krishan like you did DJ Sky. Do Daisy Dukes like you did DJ Sky. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. Y'all see how she giggled and copped that plea with Krishan so motherfucking quick? You Anna stands are down one. Y'all down bad. This y'all's queen? This trash bag? Okay. Okay. Now, that scene ends, and I'm like, yet again, Anna gets off scot-free. I was hoping Krishan was going to slap her in the face, do something to get her, get her revenge on what Tasiki and Marsh just did. Or what Tasiki just did to Marsh. I was hoping Krishan was going to go up there and smack the shit out of Anna. But Somehow she slithered her way out of that like the snake she is. I don't know if she had to go give a quick blowjob to Lemmy or what, but she got out of it. Now, Natalie shows up to the venue where the girls are because they're at rehearsal, mind you. They're at rehearsal. We've been at rehearsal for the last 2 episodes and we ain't got a lick of rehearsing in. Not a, I've been doing what I want, not a, nothing, okay? So Natalie shows up and she's confused why Marsh is there. And I'm like, well, Miss Nunn, isn't it your show? Oh, Miss Nunn. Because we're confused too why Marsh is there. And you don't even know why she's there? I thought it was your show, Natalie. Oh, Miss Nunn. Do I need to call Sarah? Must not be your show after all. Because, listen, like I said, we got the same questions. Why is Marsh here? Unless y'all gonna put her in the intro, we don't need to be seeing all this. If I was Marsh, I'd be mad. Cut me a motherfucking check. Why are y'all using all this footage of me? I wouldn't have even agreed to have been on that set riding anybody's coattails like she's riding Krishan's. I would have not even stepped on the motherfucking set. Cut me a check, bitch. The fuck? What the fuck this look like? Free labor? The fuck this? What it look like? DHR, Department of Human Resources? Bitch, this ain't the motherfucking food stamp line, ho. We ain't giving no free labor around here, but apparently Miss Marshmallow is. Marsh is there either because the show is just sloppy and they don't give a fuck who's on set, or she's been planted there by Lemmy. And I put my money on both. I think she was planted there by Lemmy, and they don't give a fuck who's on set. They're sloppy. There's always 100,000 people on set. Zeus don't give a fuck, okay? Now, Natalie talks to the girls about the set list. Who's going to perform when? Who's going to perform, the lineup. That's the word I was looking for. Natalie talks about the lineup of who's going to perform when, and she says that Anna should open the show and go first because she sings. And I'm just thinking, how about no? No. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always said it before up here. I give credit when credit's due, and I'll say it again. I think Anna has a great voice. I think she's a talented singer. And I think that she would shine better as a singer than as a reality TV personality because her personality is trash. Okay? Now, but when it comes to music, I'm not gonna hate on it and tell a lie if it's the truth. From what I've heard, and I haven't heard a full Anna Mac song. I've only heard snippets, but her voice sounded nice. Now, granted, there's auto tune out there and all that, but listen, what I heard, I liked. Okay, but I don't think I'd put her at the beginning to open the show. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm imagining the Baddies on tour and it's a concert tour, party show, whatever, you're going to want to open the show with a bang. Boom. Like, okay, we on our feet, we dancing, the show started, we having a good time, we drinking, we winding, we bussing. You know what we're doing what we got to do. Right? And then I'd put Anna in the middle for intermission. Right? I put her in the middle. We're gonna slow shit down a little bit. Y'all go get your snacks. Go hit your blunt. Go get you another drink. Roll you a blunt if you need to roll you a blunt. You know what I mean? Go take a bathroom break. Go take a piss. Go take a shit. Whatever you got to do, go do it. And then Anna can sing her slow song. And then we can pick up with Act 2 and get the party going again. Because really, Anna's the only one with slow songs. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's no shade because I like R&B. I like slower songs. And if she's got a good song, she's got a good song and she should perform it. Now, y'all know how I feel about summer. I used to love me some summer. I can't stand summer now. But there are times that I have to give it to Summer because she will say things that other people are not going to say. And if anybody's going to give Anna whack hell, it's going to be Summer, okay? And when they tell Anna that they want her to perform first, there's some hesitation there, okay? There's some hesitation there, and you can tell that Anna's not really wanting to go first, right? So Summer starts picking with her about it and says, she's not ready, she can't sing, and these two start going back and forth. They start arguing back and forth, and then all of a sudden, Summer gets under Anna's skin. All of a sudden, Summer gets under Anna's skin. You can tell she got under her skin because Anna starts throwing things at Summer. Not only does she start throwing things, she throws a microphone at Summer, and it lands. Y'all know a microphone is heavy. A microphone is heavy. But before we get into that, what do I always tell y'all about Anna? Anna always either jumps, sneaks, tag teams, or she has to throw objects. In my history of watching Baddies and watching Anna Mac, I've never seen her do a one-on-one fade and handle her business without having to jump, tag team, sneak, or throw an object. She can't fight. That's why I don't have respect for this girl. She's a bully. She's nasty. Like bottom of the barrel. All right. And here's another thing. Where is the line drawn? Production. Where is the line drawn? Because on a real reality show, on a real credible, certified reality show, if you destroy production equipment, just like any equipment in general, lights, cameras, audio equipment, microphone, if you destroy any of that, you're out. You are out. Like, you can't go. A lot of this shit is, and even though it was just a simple microphone, people might think, oh, that's cheap. And it might have been a cheap microphone. But the point is, you don't destroy, like, the production equipment. You don't. Like, here's an example. Y'all ever heard of the show Big Brother? There was a season of Big Brother where one of the castmates got so pissed, she took her microphone off, she threw it in the pool. They immediately called her into the diary room, which is the confessional room. They called her in there. She got ready to sit down. They said, no need to sit down. Right this way. She went home. Went home. And it's happened on other reality shows where I've seen people maybe, push a cameraman, the camera fall, and you've damaged a really expensive camera. My thing is just like, where is the line drawn on these shows? You can't be fucking shit up just because you're a Maddie. Thought you were a baddie. It's giving Maddie and Saddy. And here's another thing, Anna. Since you're throwing microphones and slapping bitches, why didn't you throw a microphone at Krishan when she checked you in front of your face? Chin checked you. Huh? She chin checked you. Why didn't you slap her when she chin checked you? I got questions, and I need answers in the comments. If y'all know, please let me know why Anna Whack did not press Krishan the same way she slapped DJ Sky and threw a microphone at Summer. I'm steadily proving my point that Anna Whack only fights Summer, DJ Sky, Mariah Lynn's, Smiley's, Big Gretches. Those are the only type of girls that she will fight. But got all that mouth and smoke. It's giving pussy, Miss Trash Bag. It's giving pussy. Because, her new name is Trash Bag to me. Now, Krishan goes outside. After everything happened between Tasiki and Marsh, Marsh leaves, goes outside. Krishan goes out there too. And, Krishan is telling Marsh, like, she can't believe that her sister fought her, and she said that Tasiki knew that if she fought Marsh, how upset it would make Krishan. I kind of be wondering, is Marsh and Krishan in some kind of relationship? Because listen, I know Krishan may have dated Blueface, but you can't convince me that she don't like girls. I know she's denied it, but Krishan is very masculine. And that doesn't all masculinity does not always mean sexuality. That if you're a masculine woman that you're going to be gay, but I can just like I just get vibes from Krishan, and I just wonder about her and Marsh because she was like genuinely upset that Tasiki fought Marsh like that was her girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tasiki's already fought Marsh once before. This ain't nothing new. Is that your girl, Krishan? I'm just asking the questions that the people want to know. Now, Krishan tells Marsh that she's done with the tour. She's done with the show. And we hear her in the confessionals talk about how I'm not going on the road. I'm not doing the tour. This is my last episode. Blah 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 blah. Now, what Zeus is doing, they are painting the narrative that Krishan is leaving because of issues with her sister. But is the realty is that Krishan wanted more money from the network and Lemmy. I've seen the screenshotted text messages between her and Lemmy. Krishan was mad and she wanted more money because in reality, she's broke. Let's be real. Now, remember when Tasiki was telling Krishan, you don't even have a home? Look at you. You don't even have a home. She even told her at one point, you're childish. You don't even have a tooth. Look at your hair. I said, oh, not Tasiki low key reading down over here. But Krishan left the show because she told Lemmy, the CEO, and this is out there. This is out there. Y'all can go find it yourselves too. It's out there. I think there's even screenshots online. But I saw the screenshots. I saw the text messages. I mean, where she said, "Yo, I need more money," and Lemmy was like, "Look, no, I've paid you your fee for the season. I'm not giving you more money." And my thing is like, Krishan, you're only there for 30 days. Back on Bad Girls Club, they used to be there for 3 months. You can't do 30 days. But here's the thing. Remember when Krishan initially left the show? Y'all remember Krishan and Blueface were together. She left the show. Right before she left the show, she had her own show. It was around the time she had her own show, Blueface and Krishan, Crazy in Love. She left the show. She left the network after that. She wasn't working on Zeus at all. Ooh, let me move that camera back. Um, Krishan left Zeus. She made a good bag at Zeus. She was dating Blueface. He had his own money. She felt like she didn't need the network anymore. Do y'all remember? We talked about this. I said it. I said this. I wish I could find the clip in the exact video from when I said it. Back in the day, I said, I don't understand why Krishan is leaving Baddies. I said she's going to run through her money. She's going to burn straight through it. And Baddies was her only income. And that's what she did. She burned through her money. Blueface went to jail. She didn't have him to rely on. That entire time she was in jail, she was really spending money. She's never had a house of her own. She's always lived with Blueface. My thing is, Krishan, why priorities, baby girl, priorities. When you got your first big Zeus check, why didn't you put some of that money back up in the bank? Take half that Zeus check and put it up in the bank. Why didn't you go put a down payment on a house? I mean, what assets, baby? Get some assets. Get some. I don't know. Get an investment property. Invest in a stock. Invest in a business. Do something. Because here's the thing. Here's the even crazier thing about this whole situation is, if y'all remember, Blueface and Krishan were like some of the most talked about celebrities online and on social media at one point. Y'all remember, like 2023 was like their year. You couldn't even get on the internet without Blueface and Krishan. We were all sick of them. But my point is that she was like at the height of her career. Like everybody knew her name as far as in that genre, that space, the social media, baddies, reality TV world. Like people knew who Krishan was. She had like all eyes on her and Blueface. And in that moment, I remember saying, Krishan, do something, baby girl. Like, let's do, I don't know, a t-shirt line, a clothing line. I don't know, something. Maybe do something with hair. Maybe do something, I don't know. Do something that you're passionate about and turn it into a business because you've got all these eyeballs on you right now. Take advantage of it and strike while the iron is hot, baby, because this moment don't last forever. And as you can see, it didn't, because people aren't checking for Krishan like in Blueface like they were 2 years ago. They didn't leverage that moment that they had 2 years ago to stretch out their 15 minutes. Nobody's really checking for her like that. And now look at you, broke, living with Miss Nikki baby. That ain't gonna last long because Miss Nikki baby gonna get sick of your ass after a while. Could you imagine living with Krishan, bitch? Child, I'm very picky. I do not let nobody move in with me. Okay, like you have to be like my like there's like maybe 3, 4 people I can think of that I let move in with me, and that's and that's close family. And even then, I don't want you moving in with me. Okay, I like my peace. I like my solidarity. Krishan Rock live. Okay, moving on. Natalie tells the girls that she wants to take them, or Natalie tells the girls that with the in real time, watching the show in real time, the performance is the next day, right? The girls have their first performance on their tour, which is in New York City, and it's the day before, and Natalie tells them that she wants them all to look presentable and look the part for the next day at the performance. You know, she says that she's going to take the girls to a boutique, and she wants to let the girls come into the boutique and get whatever they want on pretty much them, right? She pretty much insinuated that okay. The way that Natalie said it was, I want you girls. A boutique has contacted us, and they want you guys to come pick out whatever you want, right? That's how she presented it. Was that a boutique, a store, wanted the baddies to come get whatever they wanted on them, right? Free of charge, pretty much. That's how I took it. I don't know if y'all took it that way, but that's how I took it. Now, in other words, Zeus is paying, right? Go in, get what y'all want. Zeus is going to foot the tab. Because my thing is, no boutique, no store in their right mind is going to let all these girls, all 695 girls, come up in their store and get whatever they want. It's just not happening. No store is doing that unless they want to go out of business. And I'm going to tell you why. Because did you hear Tinkerbella when Natalie told them that? She said, I want everything in that bitch. I want everything in that store. That's exactly why no store is going to do that, because you're going to have people coming in there wanting to grab everything. Those girls would come out with the whole store. Are you kidding me? Maybe if there were not 789 girls, they'd let them come in and grab a few things for free. You know, maybe if it were a few girls, yeah, come in, get a few pieces on us for free, promote us on the show. Right? Um, but Zeus is paying. Zeus paying for all that. Uh, Now, Natalie says, I want y'all to get your hair done. I want you to do this. You know, look. And then Tinkerbella says, get your pussy smelling good. Listen, Tinkerbella's not my favorite, but I gotta admit, she makes me laugh at times. I be hard on Tinkerbella, but when I'm with her, when she's right, I'm with her, okay? So Tinkerbella's like, get your pussy smelling good. And then all of a sudden, Biggie gets so offended. Y'all know the saying, if a hit dog gonna holler, right? That's an old, I don't know if you're from the South or not, but that's an old Southern saying that our folks always said growing up. A hit dog is gonna holler. And that's the case right here with Biggie because Tinkerbella, pretty much says, all the girls, make sure you have your pussy smelling good. Biggie gets offended and says, you trying to call me out? You trying to talk about me, bro? You trying to talk about me? It's just like, Biggie, you might as well have worn a t-shirt that says, I have a funky twat, because that's what you look like right now. Because here's the thing, I don't know about y'all. I just thought Tinkerbella was just trying to be cute, just joking, just speaking in general. I didn't think she was trying to target anybody. Did y'all? I didn't think it was, and even Tinkerbella even said in her confessional that she didn't mean it towards anyone, that she was joking. But Biggie must have been told more than once in her life before that her twat stinks. Because, I mean, all these girls that were in the room, and you felt triggered and attacked by what she said. If the shoe fits, wear it, babe. If the shoe fits, wear it. Now, Tinka and Biggie are yelling back and forth at each other because Biggie's like, you trying to call me out, bro, bro. Tinkerbella's defending herself. And listen, no shade, y'all. No shade, but listening to Biggie, just constantly hearing her yell, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, and y'all are going to think I'm mean, but I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. This is my platform. Okay? Just like I have a right to say what I want to fucking say, you have the right to comment and say what you want to say. But I just be thinking, like, what man wants to wake up laying next to Biggie with that voice? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even Biggie, it's the voice. Because I've seen Biggie look pretty. Like, for instance, her confessional in this episode with that pink, I liked it. I thought she looked cute. I was here for it. And I'm not saying that there's not a man out there that wouldn't fuck Biggie, because there's tons that would, right? A man will put his dick in anything. I'm talking about somebody that wants to lay down with you at night, call you their significant other, call you their soulmate. I just don't see any man that's wanting to wake up. Could you imagine you sleep as a man and you wake up and you look over and there's Biggie and her 5 o'clock shadow talking about, good morning, babe. Good morning. You want breakfast? You want breakfast? Like, I'm I'm really sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just seriously think about it. Think about the men in your lives right now. Think about your father, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your best friend, your coworker, any male in your life. Do you see them going after some girl with a voice like that? And listen, I get it. I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to be a bigot. I understand that there are women with deeper voices, just like there are men with very high pitched voices. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: I only see Biggie being with a woman. Okay, just like I said that I think Krishan is gay, I think Biggie's gay too. I 100% think Biggie is gay, and we're gonna talk about that more here in a moment when it comes down to Tommy. Okay. Now, Natalie also tells the girls, do not come to set drunk or high. And my first thought was, like, they're going to follow that. That's like telling them they can't fight. Excuse me. That's like telling those girls not to fight in public. You think they're going to listen to you and not come to rehearsals drunk or high? Okay, Natalie, your chin's small too. Now, does Tinkerbella watch the after show? Because I think I think Tinkerbella might have took our advice when it come to those treacherous outfits. I'm sorry, not Tinkerbella. I was not talking about Tinkerbella. I was talking about Bad Dolly. Okay, I put Tinkerbella in my notes, but it's Bad Dolly. I think Bad Dolly might have been watching the after shows, and I think Bad Dolly might have took our advice. And I'm joking when I say that, but seriously, we've called Bad Dolly out on her treacherous outfits. Well, whoever styled her here Kudos. Kudos, 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 kudos. Whoever styled her here, you need to keep them, Dolly. Keep them. She looks beautiful here and not like a clown. You know what I mean? Um Now Natalie says they're gonna have. Natalie starts talking about the set list again, the lineup. And Natalie says that they're gonna have Smiley open the show with one song. And I'm like, okay, I'm not mad at it. It wouldn't be my first choice to open the show, but it makes more sense than Anna. Okay. Um. So yeah, who knows? Anyway, so the set is gonna be. Did anybody go to the Baddies tour, by the way? If any of y'all went to the Baddies tour, let me know in the comment section because I would love to hear. Um, if you went, let me know. How was it? Did you enjoy it? Was it worth the money? Who was your favorite act? Um, so Smiley's opening the show, then Gretchen, then Nunu and Big Lex in Summer, then Dolly, then there's an intermission, and then the BGC girls come on stage with Fauna, Scotty, Tavy, and Sapphire. So I guess the girls who are not musical artists, like Tavy, Sapphire, Fauna, Scotty, they're going to come on stage with the BGC girls who are not artists. And I guess just, I don't know, talk to the crowd, take questions, twerk, dance on stage. I don't know what they're going to be doing. And then after intermission is the second part of the show. And Anna's going to perform two songs. Cold Killa's going to perform two songs. Rolly has two songs. Tinkerbella has two songs. Mariah Lynn with two songs. Plus a feature with Natalie. And then Tasiki performs. Biggie performs. And then Tommy performed with two songs. Krishan with two songs. Not anymore since Krishan left. Suki has three songs, and then Natalie's going to be performing, what, three or four of her songs. Which I don't even think Natalie really has that many songs to be performing. I know she's got, what, Doing What I Want. She's got Pose For Me. She's got Baddied, that one. So she's got, what, she'll probably perform, what, three songs, Natalie? Natalie's the last performance, and she does three songs. Which that makes sense. Natalie closing the show. I've been doing what I want. It's a pickup in the back, in the trunk, in the front. I'm with that. It only makes sense for Natalie to close the show. And is it bad that out of that entire set, that entire lineup, Natalie is the one I would be the most excited to see perform, and her music would be the one that I like the best? Never in a million years would you would tell me that I would be thinking that I like Natalie Nunn music. What world are we living in where Natalie Nunn is rapping and Donald Trump is president, bitch? What world are we living in? Who would y'all look? Who, if you were going to the tour, who would you look forward to seeing the most? Who would you buy a merch T-shirt from? Who would you want a meet and greet photo with? I'd probably want like maybe Natalie and Rolly and Tommy. That'd be my three. Now, Natalie also tells the girls that along with their performance, she wants them to do a meet and greet. And Cold Killer, in her confessional, says, I don't want to meet no hoe. She says she loves y'all, but she don't want to meet nobody because she don't know if somebody wants to just take a picture or if they might want to hit her. And listen, I get it. I really get it. At first, I was like, now come on, Cold Killer. You ain't too good to do a meet and greet. But then I had to really think about it. I'm like, no, I don't think it's anything about her being too good to do anything. I think she's got genuine concerns with doing a meet and greet with a show of this caliber that has an atmosphere of tension. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a meet and greet is a good idea for Baddies just because there are so many people out there who would show up to this meet and greet thinking that they could get on the show by attacking a cast member. at the meet and greet. It would totally happen. Somebody would show up. Actually, it would be more than one person that would show up, act a fool, fight somebody, and then they would get on the show for it. It would happen. It would happen, and it wouldn't be off. And I get where Cold Killer's coming from, because you're not about to come up here and knock me upside my head and then get a paycheck for it and be on the show next season. Because that's how Zeus moves, slimy. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Um. Okay, we've been talking about confessionals this episode. We talked about Bad Dolly and how she looked great in her confessional. Smiley. I want to talk about her because this is one of her best confessional looks in my opinion, right? I wasn't so much a fan of the waist down of it. But Smiley, baby girl, I feel like she has so much potential in her confessionals because she may be batshit crazy and a scammer, but she's a pretty girl. Like, I have to give her that. I think she's pretty in the face. Like this look here, she is gorgeous. I think she's a gorgeous girl, and I think she looks very beautiful here. And it's like, why don't y'all stick to these looks? She's been up here in these confessionals with green hair, with peacock pattern in it, cheetah print pattern in her hair, a safety vest on, a cast on her arm. It's just like, sister, come on now. Now, the girls are on I guess they leave rehearsal and they get on the bus. And Tinkerbella does a prayer on the bus, which is like a first on Baddies, I believe. You know, she's over here praying with all the girls. And listen, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of prayer. I ain't knocking anybody that prays. I pray. I'm spiritual. I believe in God. But I was just sitting here waiting for this bus to burst in flames, for a tire to go flat. Something. Okay? Something. Something. I'm thinking, why Baddies and God just don't go hand in hand, okay? Um, and speaking of Tinkerbella, if you struggle with acne like Tinkerbella, and this is not shade, I'm being serious. I'm trying to help people out there. If you struggle with acne like Tinkerbella does, DM me, okay? Send me a DM on Instagram at damieongentry. Um, Comment below if you want details because a I have a facial device that will, it's like a magic wand when it comes to acne. It'll clear that shit right up. You just use it on your face. It's medical grade silicone. It's a brush, but it's got medical grade silicone on it, and it's very effective. And when I seen Tinkerbella, she has a lot of acne on her face here, and of course it was covered with makeup. And Tinkerbella's a pretty girl regardless, but I wish I could tell her about it. And anybody else that's struggling, you don't have to struggle. I got you. Hit me up, boo. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to deal with um those type of insecurities because I know it can. Acne can make people insecure. Um, Maybe I should DM Tinkerbella. Okay, so the girls go to this boutique, the one that Natalie told them that she wanted them to go to and pick out whatever they wanted and it was theirs, right? So they go to this boutique to shop. My thing is, like, why is Bobby there? Like, I'm just confused because first of all, Bobby's there at this boutique. He's sitting there, kicked back on the couch, drinking a glass of wine, like he's running the network, like he's Natalie or something. And he was like, "You girls will not be going out there looking a mess and expecting me to introduce you. Now clock that. Now clock that." With this, Bobby's got a lot of Botox and filler, and the older he gets, it's starting to fall, and he's starting to look bad. And I'm just like, Bobby, girl, shut up and go be on Bad Boys. Okay? Like if he was annoying, I wouldn't mind. But Bobby can be annoying because he wants to be seen and heard. Like, just sit there and be cute. Just sit there and chill. Like, I would just be out. Look, I'd be sitting back with my wine, high, high off a blunt, just watching, just chilling, like peeping. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to speak and get in. I ain't trying to get in nothing. I ain't trying to get in nothing. I wonder if Bobby would do Bad Boys. Bobby, you love to pop up at a Zeus function. You like to pop up at the Baddies reunion and everywhere the baddies go, would you do Bad Boys? Something tells me he wouldn't want to do Bad Boys. Something tells me Bobby wouldn't do Bad Boys. What y'all think? Now, did y'all notice at the boutique that Rolly pays for some of the girls' stuff? Okay. Now, I thought all the girls were going in to pick out whatever they wanted, and the boutique was getting it, right? Rolly ends up paying for the girls' stuff, and then Scotty says, Natalie said use your Zeus money, girls, because I ain't paying. Scotty says that Natalie told them to use their Zeus money because she ain't paying. Did y'all just think we weren't going to catch that, Zeus? Did y'all forget to edit that out? That y'all said that the girls could go to the boutique and pick out whatever they wanted, but then they get there and y'all tell them to use their Zeus money? But Rolly ends up paying for everybody's stuff according to Scotty. Now, Scotty did say that Rolly didn't pay for hers. She said she paid for the other girls, but she didn't pay for hers. I'm just like, Natalie just be lying. And that chin just be growing. Just be saying anything to sound good. It's just like... So it was like, technically it was free for everybody except Rolly. Rolly had to pay for it. Like, you better than I am, Rolly. But you know what? Rolly's getting a big bag. That's what that is. Rolly's getting a big... If Tommy made $400,000 this season, what you think Rolly's making? And we're gonna get into how I know Tommy made $400,000 this season. Tommy ain't been on as long as Rolly, so can you imagine? And two, I don't know if y'all have seen when I did a video and we talked about Rolly posted her W-2, her tax form last year, and she made $800,000 in 2024. So you can only imagine how much Rolly's making. So I guess she wanted to, blow a bag that day. Anyway, so we talked a lot about Krishan and Tasiki earlier. Now we're going to shift to Biggie and Tommy, okay? Speaking of Biggie, that purple jogging suit dress that she had on, I wish she would take that off. That was not flattering on her at all. Biggie, like you have to learn how to dress for your body type, right? Like even if you're a bag of bones like me, you have to learn. Like, it would be like me going and putting on 3X t-shirts and 3X, the biggest pair of jeans. Like, it's not gonna look right. All these big ass baggy clothes on me. I'm gonna look a mess, or I'm gonna look like I just time warped from 1998. You know how they used to wear all them. The men used to wear them baggy ass shirts and baggy ass pants. Ooh. I'm so glad that's not the style anymore. I'm so glad that's not the style anymore. But yeah, Biggie can wear some cute stuff, but then she miss, like, she'll either hit the mark or she'll miss the mark. And that purple thing she had on. Now Tommy walks in this boutique. Tommy walks in the boutique, and Biggie's the only one left in the boutique. Everybody else has left, and Biggie's the only one in there with the employees. And Tommy comes in. Tommy walks in, and Biggie says, "Yo, what was you doing all day today? There was rehearsals." And Tommy gives her that Tommy shit straight up, okay? Tommy gives Biggie the work, and that's why I love me some Tommy. Tommy says, "I don't give a fuck about none of that shit." She tells Biggie, "Did you see what happened last night?" Referring to Tavy popping her in the face, that fight her and Tavy had. But my thing is, Tommy, what did that fight with you and Tavy have to do with rehearsals? You still could have showed up. Because she was trying to use that fight as justification. Like, did you see what happened last night? But it's like, and like, what does that got to do with you showing up to rehearsal? Because Tommy thinks and believes she's bigger than the program. Well, I wouldn't say bigger than the program, but a bigger star than these girls. In reality, she is. I mean, let's face it. I think she is. I think Tommy's a bigger star, but I don't think she's better than any of these girls. You're getting a paycheck too, Tommy. You should have to show up at the work schedule when you show up. Now, she did end up saying, we hear her say in this scene, that she was with production the entire time. In other words, you know what? Like, I'm with production. I'm good. I'm accounted for. Why are you worried about me? So if that's the case, I guess we can't say shit. If she was accounted for and she was with production, maybe they didn't want her at that scene. Maybe they didn't want her at that scene for this very reason right here. They knew it was going to start some shit between her and somebody else. Now, this is the look that I was talking about that I liked on Biggie. This is a cute look on her. I thought everybody did good in their confessionals this week. Even though the wig, I don't like the wig. I wish it was a lace front. I do like the overall look. The wig was giving me a little bit of like an Amazon wig. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wish she would have had like a lace so it looked more real. The wig made it look a little more costumey, a little more Halloweenish. However, I like the pink on her. I like the kind of makes her look cute, girly, bubblegum pop. Like, I don't know. Something about this look I really like. It's wiggy, but it's cute. And that's another example of I feel like her dressing for her body type. You know what I'm saying? That her body structure, how she's built, that kind of works versus what she had on, that purple shit. Now, Biggie in the boutique reiterates to Tommy. She brings it up again that Tommy missed rehearsals. And she pretty much tells Tommy to be on time tomorrow. And I'm sitting here thinking, girl, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? First of all, I'm like, do you think you're her manager? I would never in my life fix my mouth to tell another grown person what to do. Ever. I'm just not going to I'm just not going to. And I'm so glad Tommy checked her ass. I'm so glad she did. Tommy says in front of the store manager and the cashier, she tells Biggie, and I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention to this line right here where Tommy tells Biggie, she says, and they told you to say that, didn't they? Well, they led you wrong, sister. And Biggie smiles and she's like, say what? Say what? She knew what Tommy was talking about. And that moment right there, ladies and gentlemen, is important for what we are about to talk about coming up in the next few moments. So I want you to remember that right there. Okay? Where Tommy asked Biggie, they told you to say that, huh? Yeah, see, Zeus be forgetting to clip stuff out. They be lazy and they don't want to edit stuff out. But remember that line right there. Now, Tommy checks Biggie and she says, she gets in her face and she yells at her and says, why the fuck would I need you to make sure I'm on time? Yes, Tommy. Yes, 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 yes. Tommy says she was with the whole production team the entire time. And Biggie says that Tommy is trying to disrespect her in front of these employees in the store. And Tommy said, if you embarrassed, just say that. You're the one that brought it up. Now, Tommy is screaming at Biggie at this point, and she tells her, you bitches need to get out of your head. You bitches is not stars. She tells Biggie, you bitches are not stars, okay? That gagged me. I loved every... It was so off the cuff. It was so random, but she meant every motherfucking word when she said, you bitches are not stars. True T. True T. In the words of Shamar, you better clock that. You better clock that, bitch. True T. She clocked that. None of these girls are stars. You can be on TV all day long, but do you have the star quality? I don't mean money. Do you have the it factor? Do you have the pizzazz, the pop, the wow, the ooh? When you walk into a room, are all eyes on you? When you walk into a room, do next turn? Do you have the aura? Do you have the presence? Do you have that ambiance about you, bitch, that people just want to be around you, want to look at you? Do you? Because a lot of these girls don't. I'm just saying. There are a couple girls that I think are stars and have star power on this show. Tommy, Rolly, Natalie. But the rest of them, I don't see it for them. Now, Tommy storms out. And Biggie follows behind her like a little puppy dog. What? Wait. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm like, you hoes have no manners, no couth, no decorum. You can tell y'all weren't raised right. Because if I had done that in somebody's store and the employees are standing right there watching me, before I walk out, I'm gonna be like, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I hate that I had to act the ass in y'all store. I hate that had to happen. Thank y'all for opening the store for us. Thank y'all for letting us film here. Thank you for the cute clothes. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all here acting a fool in this girl's establishment. You could have at least apologized. Damn. Now, Tommy went live after this episode aired, okay? And she had some words for Biggie and the Zeus Network CEO, Lemmy. And I'm about to play y'all the video. I'm about to play y'all the live that Tommy did tonight after the show. And we learned a few well, I want to say we learned a few things, but I already knew this. However, some of y'all may be learning this for the first time. She says that the show is staged in a way, okay? In a way. And we're going to talk about that, how it's staged, which shouldn't be new to y'all. I've told y'all this before. Also in this video, Tommy says that Biggie is not her friend, and these girls throw around the friend word way too many times. However, Tommy, I do think you referenced Biggie as your friend one time in this episode. I could be wrong, but I feel like you did. However, in this live video that Tommy did tonight, she says that Biggie's not her friend. None of these girls are her friends, right? And she also tells the Zeus CEO, fuck you. Lemmy? Yeah, she calls him out, tells him fuck you. She also accuses the network of setting this scene up. She says, that they put a battery in Biggie's back. They told Biggie to go in there and bring this shit up to her to get her to react. And she goes off on the Zeus Network CEO for it. Listen, let's just play the clip.
You talking about?
And we'll talk.
Oh, Tommy treated me, bitch. I treat you how you treat me. You treat me fucked up, you get the treatment. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't owe nobody, bitch. Always fishing for compliments and one this sympathetic ass role, man. Beat it. We grown ass women, man. We grown women. Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. Yeah, always fucking crying. Man, please. A motherfucker tell her she look good. She like, oh, but you didn't say I look great. Bitch, if you don't beat it. Let's get on time.
So Biggie joins us at the house.
Why would Biggie need to tell me let's get on time? Why would you need to say that on camera? I'm not supposed to feel a way about that? Man, y'all gotta use y'all motherfucking head, man. Y'all gotta use y'all head. What? Who is you talking to, bitch? Ain't no friends breaking up. I'm not nobody's friend over there. I don't know y'all well enough to be y'all friend. And not like that, I don't know y'all Patrick. Everybody who been my friend is still my what? My friend. Bitch, it takes time. It takes time for me. I don't just befriend everybody that walk through the motherfucking door, bitch. Yes, we're cordial. Yes, we cool. Friend, that's a big title. That's a big fucking title. And that's why you hoes fall short. That's where y'all go wrong at. Y'all think everybody y'all motherfucking friend. Y'all is not my motherfucking friend, bitch. I do not want to be friends. I do not, bitch. I come off the show of my new outfit. That's it. Bitch, and get my motherfucking money, ho. Learn life, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Call it whatever the fuck you want, bitch. I am not your friend. I am not for a lot of reasons. Because yeah, we got her here now. We finally got her. Look at shit like that. $400,000 to have her here for 30 days. Let's take her down. Let's assassinate her character. Yeah. Stay tuned, man. Do you want to fuck me? I'm a fucking piece of shit because I speak up for myself, bitch. And you shut I'm not gonna let you play with me on the camera. You don't even fucking know me. And you wasn't even there, bitch. Man, fuck all you hoes. Eat this dick up. I like that one. Let me we understand what you're saying. I'm loud and hype because I'm pissed off, nigga. That's why. That's why, nigga. I'm not on the things that you guys take over there. I'm drinking Chardonnay, and that's why. And let me keep playing with me, bitch. Keep playing with me, let me. This why. This why. And I'm pissed off every time I go on this motherfucking internet and I try to motherfucker see some enjoyable things, and I'm trying to enjoy the fucking internet of other people, and I see my motherfucking self and see lies. That's why, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Bring your ass from Thailand, nigga. I already did Thailand months ago. Bring your ass from Thailand and say that shit to my motherfucking face, nigga. Yeah. Bitch ass, nigga. Who the fuck they... Hey, Pat. It's time, nigga. It's time, nigga. I'm gonna spare this nigga long enough. Fuck that. And you wanna play with my motherfucking page? If anything happens to my page, y'all, it's him. It's him. It's him. And let me see. I don't even want to never see this shit again in life. I don't never want to see this goddamn show. Fuck this motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers lying, trying to make me look like an asshole. Oh yeah, and she's a little girl, and that's if you feel like a little fucking girl, that's an inner motherfucker problem, bitch. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. How the fuck a bitch walking in a room make you, oh, she's trying to little girl us. I'm scaring you. Fuck you, Lemmy. Suck my dick, nigga. This man is a fool. You get what I'm saying? He's a fool. He really is. And I don't like the fact that how you a motherfucker defend everybody else. That nigga write a book. He'll write a whole paragraph about somebody else when some shit go wrong. But when it's about Tommy, oh, he's so silent. But you come on this thing and play in my face though, right? I got something for everybody who thought they had something for me. I got something for everybody. Keep playing with me, let me. Keep playing with me. And you can send anybody the fuck that you want to send, bitch. I left out of there with a wig and 10 motherfucking nails and not a motherfucking scar on my body, bitch. Do you understand me? So what hype y'all? Don't hype me. I don't get hyped off a little dumb shit like that. I don't. You still ugly, bitch. And you still look worse than a motherfucking... You look like the bottom of my motherfucking shoe. And I'm being honest with you. And I know a few things that you could do to enhance that look. It's no tea, no shade, bro. Tommy, I love you. What you want me to write, my love? I don't want you to do nothing that is not in your heart to do. I want you to keep being yourself, and I want you to keep showing yourself. So when it go down, you can understand why. Keep showing yourself as the man that you are. I don't need you to do a motherfucking thing. I don't need you to write me nothing or do nothing for me. I'm just stating the obvious on how you move. And how you move to your biggest fucking breadwinner and say it ain't so, nigga. Say you didn't get 100 million motherfucking subscribers when I motherfucking, oh, where's Tommy with the, Where's Tommy with the, motherfuckers? Say motherfuckers wasn't tuning out when they watched our whole boring ass season. Say that, nigga. Like, let's be honest here. I'm tired of sitting back watching this shit unfold, not saying nothing. Nigga, I got time to... Yeah, keep being yourself. Keep being yourself, fool. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I see what the fuck going on. Trust me, nigga. Straight forgot what you was even mad about. Exactly. Exactly. Nah, but for real, y'all, I ain't that type of person, man. They trying to make me, I don't like that. I don't like that part. Because I've been nice to all of those. You get what I'm saying? I pull up smooth. I'm nice to everybody. I don't come like that. So yeah.
I don't like how they doing my friend. They talking about giving bitches flowers. I ain't heard a bitch on that bitch talking about giving Tommy flowers.
How you think we allowed to keep on having this motion like that, huh? When y'all came in, Zeus made y'all. When I came in, I was already made, bitch. And I brought my followers with me. You get what I'm saying? You gotta know the difference, man. That ass.
Flowers, man.
I don't want no flowers from them bitches. I don't want no flowers from them. I just don't want no disrespect and acting like shit ain't what it is. You get what I'm saying? That's it. I don't want no flowers. I don't need no ass kissing. I don't need nobody. I don't need none of that. But let's just stop acting like it ain't what it ain't. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's be for real now. I brought millions of motherfuckers with me. Y'all brought nobody with y'all. You get what I'm saying? And that's the facts. That is the facts. And this is years on in. We just now knowing who the fuck a lot of y'all are. But they been knew who the fuck I was. You get what I'm saying? Asset, not a liability. And I am a liability when you play with me. But for the most part, I am an asset to this motherfucking shit. And we not going to play them type of games like I'm not. Like I'm not. And we not going to play games like I come in and I get off on down in another bitch. I don't. Every person that I brought around me, man, I done dressed them up and put them hoes in clothes and wigs and everything else, bitch. I ain't never been the type of bitch that walk around and want a bitch to look crazy standing next to me. Never in life. I don't possess those type of traits. That's not who I am, and I can't sit back and let y'all say that for real. And this shit just driving me, bro. Like, and the people that it come from, they be like, damn. But who else? Who else would the devil use to motherfucker try to work me? It's somebody that you really was motherfucker supporting. Somebody that you really was thumped down there for. He can't come through a no-name bitch that I ain't never even been around. Like, that shit won't move me. That shit won't move me. So it gotta come through somebody that I actually genuinely, I care for. I would not say you were a friend. I cannot lie like that.
Nourish.
I can't lie like that. Nourish. You know what I'm saying? You know, support it. All of that. You just got work, babe, on every way that you possibly could. You got work, and bitch, you will not work me and make these people think something that I'm not. Y'all see though, if you follow me, if you in the Tommy, you know what I'm saying? You on your Tommy shit, and you be over here. You know the type of person I am, and you know the type of heart I possess. I'm not going for that. So yeah, we gonna pull a summer anyway when I do catch it. Anyway, we gonna do this. We gonna go through this. I'm gonna defend myself.
Okay, so just a couple of things here to note. One thing that's missing from that clip, because I didn't get it on screen recording in time, was Tommy saying that the show is, she says that it's scripted, but then she says, I don't mean like reading a script, I mean staged, right? So that part was left out of the video. But a few other things to note that I think is very important if you paid attention and listen. Tommy says that she has spared Lemmy long enough. Okay, she says she has spared him long enough. She says if something happens to her page, it's him. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Right? Stunner Girls tried telling y'all. I've said it on my page before, right? We've talked about it here, or how my page was removed. Now Tommy is saying it. Others have said it as well. Content creators, other baddies that have been on the show, when they cross the line with Lemmy, if you piss Lemmy off, that he calls his connections and he gets your page taken down. Now, I mean, he's just a slime ball. He's just a slime ball. I don't care how he tries to portray himself on his social media. I don't care how many times he copies and pastes these long chat GPT paragraphs to make y'all think that he is some prophetic, amazing man. Because he can tell everything he writes on social media is been written by chat GPT. Because it's just too articulated and perfect and packaged up. He tries to project this image that he is this stand-up guy, and I think him getting Scotty pregnant just was an advantage to him to soften his image, for people to look at him like, oh, he's a father, please. Now back to Tommy. Tommy says that she doesn't want to do this show anymore, or she says she never wants to see this. I'm sorry, she says she never wants to see this show again. She doesn't want to, I guess, watch it. I don't know if that means she doesn't want to be on it anymore. But my thing is, yeah, y'all all say that. Krishong's quit. Rolly says she's not coming back before. All y'all say that until your check dries up, until the money starts drying up. And then y'all are right back over there dancing with the devil yet again. Now, Tommy says that Lemmy is ugly. I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be mean, but she says he's ugly and looks like the bottom of her shoe. She goes on to say, I'm being honest with you, and I know a few things that you can do to enhance your look. It's no tea, no shade, bro. End quote. Damn, Tommy. You didn't have to do him like that. Um, Now Lemmy ends up getting in the chat. Lemmy ends up getting in the chat. He gets word that Tommy's raising hell. He gets in the chat and he says, Tommy, what would you like me to do, my love? And she says, keep being you so you can expose yourself. Because when it goes down, then you'll understand why. Well, Tommy, when what goes down? When what goes down? Because Tommy knows what goes on over there, allegedly. Tommy has seen the writings on the wall over there. She knows that eventually Lemmy is going to be the next Diddy, in my opinion. There's going to be a surviving Zeus. There's going to be an exposing Zeus documentary, all that good stuff. That's just what these two blue eyes see, what I think is going to happen based off of the things that I've talked about and reported here on my channel over the last 4 years. Now, Tommy says that she's Zeus's biggest breadwinner and that she got them 100 million subscribers. Now, where you get that number from, Tommy? Because there's one thing I did agree with her with, is she said that she came onto the show with a name. All these other girls are just being known. They got their claim to fame from Zeus, and that's true. Tommy did have a name before coming on. She had been seasoned in the reality TV world. She had worked on actual professional solidified networks like VH1 with, decent production companies, regular contracts, legal teams, all the ducks in a row. So, but I don't see her bringing them 100 million subscribers. I do not believe that. I need to see the stats. I need to see the numbers, because you don't even have 100 million Tommy ain't even got 100 million followers. So where do you get 100 million subscribers from? Now, what y'all don't see in that live video clip is Lemmy tries to pacify Tommy and make it up to her and tells her that he's going to get her a Birkin from Thailand, or he got her a Birkin from Thailand, and she gets all giddy like, oh my God. And it's like, this is how he wins these girls back over. When these girls get mad at him, when he does things to them allegedly, or they try to expose what's going on over there, he wants to try to spoil them with lavish gifts. Oh, let me go buy you a bag from Chanel. Let me go get you a Birkin bag, because it's dropping the bucket for him and all the money that he's making from us in the subscriberships. You know what I'm saying? If 1 million people subscribe to Zeus, they're making $6 million a month. And we know that more than 1 million people probably subscribe to Zeus. So he is banking, and him being able to just buy them bags and jewelry and all this stuff to shut them up, it's easy to do, which is why I do think we see Sarah back over there, which is why I think we see Judy and Tanisha and all these girls who have spoken out. Stunna came back last season. All these girls who have, or was it this season or last season? Last season. All these girls have spoken out about things that the CEO has allegedly done, and then they come back to work with him when he gives hush money. In my opinion, gifts, money, whatever, allegedly. Now, do y'all remember when Tommy asked Biggie if someone told her to bring up her not coming to rehearsal? Remember when she said that? When Tommy came in, she was like, somebody told you to bring that up, didn't they? This is what Tommy is referencing in her live. Okay? This is what Tommy is referencing in her live video. We also learned that Tommy made $400,000 this season for 30 days of filming. Whew, child, that's some good fucking money for 30 days. That's some good money. Listen, I've always said I would never do one of these shows, but that kind of money, I'd do it. I would work 30 days, and then I would take off the other 335 days of the year. If I could make $400,000 in 30 days, I'm taking off the rest of the year. All 335, bitch. Okay? Now, my question for y'all is, would you do this if you had the opportunity to do Baddies or Bad Boys, and you could get paid $400,000, but you had to film for 30 days with all these rambunctious, crazy motherfuckers, would you do it? I'd definitely do Bad Boys for that. Run me my money. Let's go, baby. Where are we going? Book me my ticket. Where are we going? That's some good fucking money, y'all. Zeus do be paying some of these girls well. Now, the newcomers don't get paid that well. Like the Gretches and all them. I heard they make like 50,000, 20,000 like first season, 15, 20,000 like on the first season. Um, Back in the day, it was way lower. Like I remember that boy on Bad Boys season one, that little dude Dylan, little white boy. I think he said he made like $14,000 after taxes. He barely got $8,000, something like that. But now the network has grown. They've got a lot more subscribers. There's a lot more money coming in. They're paying people a little bit more. So you might make 20, 30,000 on your first season, and then on the second you might make 50, 60, 75. It also depends on what you bring. How many Instagram followers do you have? Do the fans like you? Are you being booed when you go on stage, Gretchen? Summer. Now, Tommy also says that the show is scripted, but she says not like they have to memorize a script. She says it's scripted, but not like this type of scripted. Welcome to Baddies, everybody doing everybody. Baddie, shot o'clock. Baddie, shot. Like, it's not like they're reading from a script, right? However, she says the producers put batteries in the girls' backs and tell them what to say and bring up. But that's nothing new. I've told y'all that. We've talked about that before. We did that on the show that I worked on. Biggie telling Tommy to show up at rehearsal is a perfect example. Or Biggie telling Tommy, where were you at? Why have you not been showing up at her? That's a perfect example of what she's talking about. Biggie would have never done that if a producer had not told her to. A producer told Biggie, hey Biggie, stay behind. Stay here at the store. When everybody else was leaving, they told her, stay right here. Tommy's about to join you. Biggie waits in the store. Tommy walks in, and they tell Biggie before Tommy comes in, hey, when Tommy walks in, we want you to ask her why she wasn't at rehearsals, right? Biggie does it. Boom, we get this reaction right here. Boom, we got some good TV, right? So that's where Tommy is talking about the show being scripted. It's not really scripted. It's just they kind of stage certain things. Now, just because a producer tells you to do something, though, or asks you to do something, you ain't got to do it. But that's the only difference in this situation is Biggie is a desperate puppet, and she doesn't want to get fired again. So she's probably willing to do and say anything that these people ask her to do. We see how she went off on the CEO, Lemmy. That's normal. All the girls on these shows, they be dogging him out all the time. They be fighting with him. He be going back at them. They be fighting on social media. Tommy will be back. Tommy will be back. This is random, but why is Big Lex holding a doll in her confessional? It's not gelling. Like it's not sticking for me. Like, are you trying to be cute? Are you trying to pull like a Judy from BGC New Orleans? Because I noticed a lot of you hoes be trying to break off Bad Girls Club stuff and use it on Baddies and think we're not going to see right through it. But Big Leg, stop. That's like when that's like when Anna started wanting to bring her dog around because Scotty brought her dog everywhere. Stop. You weren't doing that. You're trying to have a moment. You're trying to have a little shtick. Like, stop. Just stop. Now, back at the house, the girls get back to the house, and Rolly has a house meeting with everyone because Natalie is not there at the moment. So I guess Rolly is stepping into her vice presidential duties, so to speak. Now, Rolly kind of gives Summer some credit here and says that Summer's been doing well and that she's stepped it up a little bit and that she's proud of her. And I'm like, really? What has she stepped up in? I don't really see it, but and then she calls out Nunu. Rolly, I shouldn't really call her out, but she says, Nunu, I want you to be more vocal and show more of your personality. Rolly says, I know you can fight, but I just want to see more of you, and I want you to speak up more and, show us more of your personality. And Tinkerbella chimes in and says that Nunu is actually funny as fuck. And listen, I like Nunu. I really do. And I think what it is it's really hard to show your personality when there's 624 girls around you. Like, it's hard to show your personality and be vocal all the time without coming off thirsty when you have all these girls around you, right? It would be different if there was 8 cast members, 10 cast members. You could get a word in, but when you got all these girls fighting for camera time, like, I kind of get it where Nunu's coming from. Like, I really wouldn't be doing all like, unless I get directly into it. Um, I'm not trying to yell over or speak over people either. Like, I'm not doing all that. And I think that's just how Nunu kind of is. But when it's time, listen, Nunu may not be the most talkative, but when she speaks, we listen. Okay, or at least I do. Now, Rolly and Dolly and a few of the other girls there in the living room of the house give DJ Sky some credit. They give her a little bit of credit. They try to make her feel a little bit better about herself and tell her, you've been doing well. They also tell her, we want to give you credit for being professional the other day and handling everything so well as far as her altercation with Anna. And Sky says, I know some of y'all may think, some type of way about me because I didn't fight Anna back. I didn't hit her back. But my defense for myself is walking away. And Rolly tells her, that can be your defense, but don't let it always be your defense because you're going to end up looking like a punk. Now, there were some girls in there that didn't agree with that. Like Fauna and a few other girls were like, well, if that's how she wants to defend herself, I don't think that's a problem. If she don't want to fight back, I don't think that's a problem. I'm like, are you kidding me? Maybe in the real world, but we're on Baddies. That's what this show is about. Defending yourself against, batshit crazy people. So, what do y'all mean? Like, if she don't want to hit back, she shouldn't have to. No, I'm not gonna sit around and watch someone get beat on and they don't defend themselves. Because after so long, I'm going to get mad at the person that's allowing themselves to be beat on. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to be put in this situation. You don't have to be put in this situation. Um, Now, the last scene of the episode, Biggie comes in and she tells the girls about what happened at the store when they all left between her and her friend Tommy, right? She keeps saying my friend, 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 friend. But it's like, baby, Tommy does not like you, okay? She does not like you, nor is she your friend, and she has shown you this time and time again, yet you are desperate and you don't, I guess you just don't believe it, or I think Biggie likes Tommy, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, because Tommy comes in and she tells her side of the story. And Biggie says, why don't you tell all the girls how you said I'm not a star? Why don't you tell all the girls how you said I'm not a star? Well, ho, cause you ain't. Okay? You ain't a star. You ain't never been a star. You don't look like a star. You don't give star. You don't move like a star. You don't sound like a star. You don't have the confidence of a star. Okay? Because let me tell you something real quick, Biggie. A real star knows through and through that they are a star. And they don't need now bitch out there to tell them that they're not, that they are, and can't nobody shake them. Can't nobody say you're not a star. And it affect them. If you're a real star, it ain't going to affect you if somebody tells you that. Because you know you are one, right? However, Biggie is insecure, and she's been insecure ever since elementary school. So things like that bother her. Now, she's going off. She's doing the Biggie bark. That's what I call it. The Biggie bark. She's going off doing the Biggie bark, and I'm just waiting any moment for Tommy to haul off and slap the shit out of her. And slap those jaws. Okay? Now, Biggie says it again. She says, "You told me yourself for 3 years that I was a star." This whole star comment that Tommy made when she said, "None of you bitches are stars." That that cut that when Tommy made that comment, that cut Biggie to the white meat. Okay, that star comment touched Biggie to her core because she thinks that she's a star. Now, Biggie says, "You told me yourself for 3 years that I was a star." Yawn. Now, Biggie also says, did y'all peep how she says, the first check that she ever got from Zeus, she says she split it in half and spent it on Tommy. Yes, bitch. Yes. That's what she said. I I thought that was very, very, very interesting. Okay. And after further deliberation, I truly believe that Biggie likes Tommy. Likes Tommy. Like wants to eat the cootie cat. Wants to lick her booty hole type shit. I think Biggie is a down low lesbian, as I said earlier. I called it back on her first season. If y'all want to go back, rewind the tapes. I've said it before. Why would you spend half of your check on a bitch you just met? Somebody answer that. You're a simp, Biggie. A simp. Okay? Now Biggie starts ugly crying, talking about, I treat you with respect. I treat you with this respect. You're a piece of shit. She gets in Tommy's face and says, you're a piece of shit. I'm shocked Tommy was taking all that. I was just waiting for Tommy to dog slap her. Like, I mean, dog slap her. I was waiting on it. I knew it was happening because Biggie was doing so much. And she's, oh, I treat you with respect. You're a piece of shit. I'm just like, I don't see a single tear, but good job. Good luck in Hollywood. Uh, that desperate shit, yeah, that crying. Anyway, listen, Biggie, this desperate trick is literally jumping and crying. I wish if y'all didn't see the episode, you really need to see this because she is jumping. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. She is jumping and crying in Tommy's face, and she's saying, "Look at the way you're making me feel. Look at the way you're making me feel." And she's literally acting like Tommy is her girlfriend. Like it's so strange because I'm watching her. I'm like, this is the way This is the way I act when my man ain't acting right. This is the way I act if my man has pissed me off or done something to me. I'm like, look at how you're making me feel, babe. You're not listening to me. So seeing her talk to Tommy like this, I'm like, girl, do you want her box too? Now, all of a sudden, in a sudden change of events, Biggie says that she sees a black SUV pull up with a bunch of bitches that get out. This is her words. A bunch of bitches that get out of the SUV. And she says she either says they start to jump someone or it looks that way. Okay. It looks like somebody's trying to jump somebody. Okay. We can't tell who it is. I don't know. We couldn't tell who the bitches were that got out of the car, and we don't know who they tried to attack. But I do know that when the SUV pulled off, the window was down, and Tommy had her head out of the window. So we do know that was Tommy. So did Tommy have her goons pull up? Did she go get her girls? and they rolled up, finna fight Tavy? Because who else did Tommy have an issue with besides Tavy? And Fauna, I want Fauna to remember what she said. She called Tommy a weird ass bitch. And here's the thing, Fauna, I'm gonna need you to handle that at reunion. I'm gonna need you to handle that. If you don't handle it, unless it plays out on the episode, because we're only on episode 7, and I'm sure Tommy heard it because she had the window down, her head was out the window. I'm sure she heard Fauna call her a weird ass bitch. So I hope you're not gonna backpedal and pussy pop when it come time. Which I don't think so, because Fauna don't give me Anna Smiley Big Gretch vibes to where she'll back down to certain people. I think she'll fight anybody, whether she's a good fighter or not. That's on her. But I think she'll be all right with Tommy. I think she'll be all right. Whew. Now next week, the aftermath of Tommy calling her goons plays out. Plays out. Like I said, I'm assuming she pulled up on Tavy, so I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens with that. Nunu versus Fauna breaks out in a hotel room as they're getting glammed for their performance. The tour starts and it begins, and Big Gretch gets booed during her performance. Speaking of Big Gretch, Gretchen and the N-word saga continues, because if you saw in the preview for next week, Gretchen is dropping the N-word left and right in her performance, and Suki is not here for it because she checks Gretchen in the preview for next week for using the N-word during her performance. And not only that, we see Suki mollywop Gretchen. She attacks Gretchen at the venue, all upside the head. Yes, all that plus the meet and greet. The girls do a meet and greet on next week's episode as well. That should go well. Listen, all that and more next week on the Baddies USA After Show, only on Damien After Dark. Whew, this was a long one. We had about an hour and 20 minutes, y'all. Damn. Y'all done got me for about an hour and a half, okay? I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. If you enjoyed it, give your boy a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up button and like this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. I would so appreciate that. Click the hype button. If you don't know where the hype button is, it's down there by the like button, okay? Whether you're on your phone, whether you're on a tablet, iPad, computer, whatever, the hype button will be down there by the like button. And the hype button is a new feature that helps smaller creators like myself get discovered here on YouTube by more people like you, okay? So, do me those 3 favors. Subscribe, like, and hype, all right? Also, join the comment section. Get down there. Leave me all your comments about this episode. What did you think about Tasiki versus Marsh? How do you feel about this whole drama between Tasiki and Krishan? Are you upset with Krishan leaving the show? Did you want her to be on the full season? How did you feel about that? Whose side are you on, Tasiki or Krishan's? And what do you feel about this whole Biggie versus Tommy thing? Are you Team Tommy or are you Team Biggie? Did Biggie go too far by pressing Tommy over why she wasn't at rehearsals? Or was she just being a concerned friend? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. I love you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on Damien After Dark. Bye.